So here we are again, back with another movie review. This time, Jurassic World Rebirth. And now I'm conflicted with this movie because I liked a lot of it and I'll probably rewatch it again. Shit, I already have, I've watched the dinosaur scenes again, but the movie overall is really trash, honestly. It's fucking garbage. Let's just be honest here. It's not good at all. So let's get into the good, the bad, and the ugly. I'm gonna try to keep this as short as possible so it's not 30 or 40 minutes long. So the good. The CGI was very good in my opinion. None of the CGI really looked bad to me except for the little baby dinosaur, but all the larger dinosaurs, it was really good, the CGI. The cinematography was also really well done by Gareth Edwards. And when I saw The Creator, which he released, I think in 2024, I was really excited when he was hired to be the director for this movie. And I thought he did a good job as far as the cinematography and also the CGI. And while we're speaking of that, the dinosaur scenes were really good. The T-Rex scene was really good. The Mosasaurus and Spinosaurus scenes were really well done in my opinion. And even the other scenes with the Titanosaurus, I know some people were like, oh, it's nostalgia bait, whatever you call it. But I thought that was pretty cool. The only one that I didn't really care for was the big ass flying dinosaur. But even that was satisfactory in my opinion. Now let's move on to the Mutodons, since we're talking about dinosaurs. I thought that was well done. They felt threatening. I even really liked the design. I just really wish they would have did more with them. They felt kind of just thrown in there, Moving on with the good, we have Duncan Kincaid's actor. I felt he was the heart of the movie. Marsha Ali, however the fuck you say it, you did a good job compared to everybody else in the movie. You did a really good job. And you had the most compelling backstory in my opinion. Now, let's move on to the bad. I would say the color palette was bad. What surprised me the most when I researched this film was that they shot it on actual film. Like the old style movies used to do. So I was surprised that it was so damn bright. They should have toned down the colors a little bit so it would have been more like the first 3 Jurassic Park films. A little more grayish in tone, especially like Jurassic Park Lost World. I thought that had the perfect color palette if you rewatch it. Moving on, the bad was the raptors. They kind of disrespected the raptors and just made them cannon fodder for the Mutodons. I didn't really like that. I thought they should have had a scene or two of them feeling like they were a threat, or maybe even eating somebody. That would have been a treat. Moving on to the bad. Scarlett Johansson. What the fuck, man? I think she played Black Widow way too long, so she damn near forgot how to act. I mean, her acting was terrible in my opinion. She was supposed to be this cold-hearted mercenary, but she came off as this happy-go-lucky person, like, oh, let's go get the job done, guys. It just did not work for me. And her backstory, although tragic, to me, you didn't really feel it with her acting. Like, contrast Duncan Kincaid and Scarlett Johansson. And she sucked. Let's just be honest here. She was not good in the role. And we'll speak more on that in future videos when I do my How to Fix Jurassic World. But yeah, she was really bad in this one. I mean, it's probably not her fault since she's been playing Black Widow for like 10 plus years, But at the same time, I mean, damn. Moving on, we'll go to the daughter's boyfriend, since we're speaking on characters. Absolutely terrible, man. And he could have been redeemed, but they decided to give him no character arc. He started off as a douchebag, and then in the end, he was still a douchebag. And all his dialogue was terrible. He was supposed to be the comic relief of the movie, and it was bad. None of it landed. I can't think of one joke landed. when I was in the theater watching this. I mean, it was dead silent when he was on the screen, man. It was dead silent in there. And me myself, I was just cringing, man. It was bad. It was bad, and they could have redeemed him, but they decided not to for whatever reason. So yeah. I mean, I guess I already talked about the comedy with him. I mean, there wasn't much else comedy. So yeah, that was also with the bad. I mean, just a bad character. To me, this is when a writer cannot create any scenes that are funny. You know, he can't naturally create a scene that has funny elements to it. So he's like, let me just throw in this comic relief character so I can just say all the dumb shit I want through this character. And hopefully some of it lands, but none of it landed, unfortunately. And now let's get to the ugly. The ugly, the D-Rex. Not only did he barely show up on screen and do absolutely nothing, to me the design was terrible. The design was very lazy. It was basically just a beluga whale with 4 legs and a tail. Just horrible. I feel like any artist on the internet could have created a better mutated dinosaur than that. Absolutely terrible. A complete waste to be in the film. I mean, it was no point of it being in the film, really. They could have just had the fucking T-Rex in there or some aggressive version of the T-Rex, and that would have been way more interesting. So, complete miss in my opinion. They probably did it just to sell toys. But yeah, I guess people want a T-Rex with a big-ass dick on its head. But yeah, moving on. The real ugly of the film was the story. The story was trash. It was so predictable. You already knew who was gonna live and who was gonna die. Nobody felt like they were a threat to die at any point. I mean, half of the cast was just cannon fodder, you know? I mean, they gotta do better with the story and the characters, man. I mean, they tried to get you to relate to the characters, and that's why I say Duncan Kincaid did a better job at acting it out. But at the end of the day, it just felt really lazy. I mean, just from the get-go, just a terrible story. I mean, you have these mutated dinosaurs on an island, and you can't use your creativity to maybe think of an ability that they develop over time that allows them to escape and destroy the park? No. You use a Snickers wrapper. And not only that, the Snickers wrapper shuts down the whole island. It makes no sense. Thinking about it makes me laugh because it's just so trash. Like, they literally put no thought or effort into this at all, into the story. None at all, man. And when I researched it, it made sense why, because they announced this movie January 2024. Then the next month, they hired Gareth Edwards. Then they release the premiere date as July 2025. So they literally only had a year and a half to make this movie. I mean, that explains everything. Usually movies take 2 or 3 years to shoot, do post-production and all this shit. They did this in 1.5 years. And you can fucking tell, man. A lot of the scenes, although good, they just feel like they're missing something. And I think it's because they rushed it all. They rushed it. I'm surprised the CGI looked as good as it was, considering they only had a year and a half. This is what happens when you rush the story. I mean, what else can I say about the story? It was terrible, man. It made no sense. I'm trying to think of any redeeming quality, and there really wasn't. That's why I put this in the ugly category. The story was fucking terrible, man. And I'll get to how we could fix it later. So I'll hold off on my thoughts about that. But I mean, just bad. Just really, really bad. And speaking on the story, why was the ending so anticlimactic? Like, they just get on a boat and you're just supposed to assume that they went to safety, that they made it to safety? I mean, bro, last time I checked, the Mosasaurus and the Spinosaurus was attacking any boat that got close to the island. So how the fuck is that a good ending to have them drive away, float away on a fucking boat? It made no sense. They're gonna get eaten up by the goddamn mosasaurus, man. But anyways, so I don't make this review too long, that's what I felt about Jurassic World. I'll be coming out with a video later discussing how we can improve the story, maybe swap some characters around. But overall, it was trash. And that pains me to say, because I actually liked some of it. And I probably will rewatch it just for the dinosaur scenes, but this is a movie that you put on in the background while you're cleaning or cooking or doing something else more important. This is a movie that you don't have to give your undivided attention for. I give this movie a 5 out of 10, a 50%. It failed miserably. And also that also pains me to say that, because I like Gareth Edwards as well. But oh well, it is what it is. 5 out of 10. If you like dinosaurs, watch it. If you like a good story, you're gonna hate it.